Good day everyone, we are the Team 3 and we are going to discuss about the key components of computer system and operating system. So let's begin with the introduction. This lesson introduced the discussion of the key components of a computer and how they work together. There are three main components to a computer system: hardware, software, and humanware. Computer-associated equipment is called hardware. Computer software is a collection of instructions which tells what to do with the hardware. However, humanware are the most important component of a computer system for some reason because people use the computer power. By the end of this module, students will be able to explain the key components of computer system, classify the components of computer system, distinguish the difference between the hardware, software, and humanware, define operating system, identify the basic concept of an operating system, and discuss and enumerate the different types of operating system.
Good day, everyone. I am JOZA ABALOS and I will be presenting to you what is computer system and the computer system unit. First of all, let us define what is computer system. So, computer system is designed to receive, process, manage, and present information in a meaningful format. It has three significant components, which is the hardware, software, and humanware. And it also consists of four basic units: the input unit, the storage unit, the central processing unit, and the output unit. So, what is input unit? It is used for transferring information into the system, and it has three functions. First, it accepts data and set of information. Second, it converts data that the computer can accept. Lastly, it provides converted data to the computer for further processing. The storage unit, it is where we store our information or data both permanently and temporarily. The central processing unit. It manipulates and controls data over the entire system, also known as the brain of the computer system. It has three parts, which is the control unit, arithmetic logic unit, and the primary storage unit. Control unit fetches information from memory, decodes them, and sends signal to the other parts. Arithmetic logic unit performs all numerical operations in a computer like addition and subtraction. Primary storage unit, also called as main memory. It stores data, program, and instruction. Output unit, the exact opposite of input unit. It gives the result of process and computation to the outside world. Computer performs five major operations. First, accepts data and instruction as input. Second, stores data and instruction. Third, process data as per the instruction. Fourth, controls all operation inside the computer. Fifth, gives results in the form of output.
Good day everyone, let's talk about the components of computer system, computer hardware components, and other types of computer operation, the input devices and output devices. So let's talk about the components of computer system. So under ng components of computer system, we have computer hardware, computer software, and humanware. First is, what is computer hardware? It consists of internal and peripheral devices, all physical parts of the computer or everything that we can touch. Example is input devices, output devices, central processing unit, and storage devices. So, when we say computer hardware, it is a physical device of computers that we can see and touch. So, ito yung mga bagay na tangible. When we say tangible, ito yung mga bagay na ating nahahawakan. For example, laptop, cellphone, keyboard, monitor central processing unit, mouse, joystick, at marami pang iba. So, using this device, we control computer operation like input and output. So, why is computer hardware is important? Because the term hardware for a computer system refers to the actual physical tools and components that support crucial operations, including input, output, storage, and processing. So, let's move to the computer software. So, ano nga ba kapag sinabi nating software? Okay, ito ay mga programa at sistema sa isang hardware device na nagsasabi na kung ano ang gagawin. Okay, ito yung mga program na hindi natin mahawakan dahil ito yung mga program o di kaya sistema. In computer software, they are classified into two classes, the system software and application software. So, when you say system software, is a type of computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware and application software. Example is the Microsoft Windows. On the other hand, when we say application software, provide users with tool to perform a specific task. For example, is the Microsoft Office, yung mga Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, at PowerPoint. Yun yung tinatawag natin or sinasabi nating computer software. So, what is the difference between hardware and software? So, kapag sinabi nating hardware, ito yung mga bagay na ating nahawakan. At kapag software naman ay hindi. Magkaiba ang hardware sa software sa isa't isa, ngunit kailangan nila ang isa't isa para gumana. And last is humanware. So, what is humanware? From the word human, ito ay tao. So, when we say humanware, refers to the person who design, program, and operates a computer. So, ang humanware ay tayo ng mga tao na gumagamit ng computer. So, that is what we call hardware, software, and humanware. So, moving on to the computer hardware component. Hardware, it consists of all the machinery and equipment in a computer system. In general, computer hardware is categorized according to which of the four computer operation it performs. So, we have input devices, output devices, processing devices, and storage devices. So first, let's talk about input devices. It is any electronic devices connected to a computer that produce input signals. It is also used to enter the data and instruction into the computer. Meaning, input devices are those devices with the help of which the user interacts with the computer, or in other words, with the help of input devices, the user enters the data or information into the computer. This information or data is accepted by the input devices and converted into a computer acceptable format, which is further sent to the computer system for processing. So, we have classification of input devices. The first one is input devices for text and images. The second one is input devices for audio. The third one, input devices for video. And the last is pointing device. So, let's talk the first classification of input devices for text and images. In input devices for text and images, we have example. the keyboard, wherein it is the primary input device that is used to enter data into a computer. Another is graphics table. Ito naman ay it used by artists which allow them to draw a picture onto a computer screen without having or without use a mouse or keyboard. It consists of a flat, touch-sensitive pad and a drawing device, either a pen or stylus. Kung maalala ninyo noong nagpa-edit tayo sa Sibaw, ito yung ginamit natin noon na naglagay or nagsulat tayo ng ating mga signature. Yun yung tinatawag natin na graphics table. Other example of input devices for text and image is what we call is scanner. So we have flatbed scanner and handheld scanner, wherein it used to capture a source document and converts it into an electronic form. And another is we have barcode reader. It is also known as barcode scanner or point of sale scanner. Is an input device capable of reading barcodes. And another example is the digital camera, a device wherein takes photographs and store the image as data on a memory card. Ito yung mga halimbawa ng input devices for text and images. The second classification of input devices is an input device for audio. We have example of that, the microphone. Microphone is an input devices that allows users to input audio into their computers. Some uses of the microphone are voice recorder, computer gaming, online chatting, and etc. Another is MIDI keyboard. MIDI short for Musical Instrument Digital Interface, wherein it is a control keyboard like a typically a piano-style electronic musical keyboard, often with other buttons, wheels, and sliders. Used for sending MIDI signals or commands over a USB. And also, MIDI keyboard is a protocols that allows electronic musical instruments, computers, and other devices to communicate with one another. MIDI is integral to music production as it allows for precise control, sequencing, and synchronization of instruments and software. So, yan yung mga input devices for audio. We have microphone and MIDI keyboard. The third classification of input devices is an input devices for video. So, when we say video input are motion images captured into the computer by special input devices. So, the example of input devices for video is we have webcam, CCTV camera, and digital video camera. So, yan yung mga input devices for video. And last is pointing device, wherein is an input device that allows a user to control a pointer on a screen. Pointer is a small symbol on the screen whose location and shape change as a user move a pointing device. So, we have example of pointing device. We have the mouse. Yan yung karamihan na ginagamit ng iba. We have trackball, touchpad. Ayan yung nasa laptop natin. And joystick. Ang joystick, ito naman yung ginagamit pang gaming. So, yan yung mga halimbawa ng pointing device. So, what are the four classification of input devices again? So, we have the input devices for text and images. The second one is input devices for audio. And input devices for video. And last is pointing device. So, moving on, we're going to discuss about output devices. Hardware that is capable of delivering or showing information to one or more users. An output device displays, prints, and presents the result of computer's work. So, kapag sinabi nating output devices, ito yung mga equipment na ginagamit natin para ilabas, ipakita, iparinig ang mga naproprosesong data sa loob ng computer. Tandaan na kung ano ang input natin sa computer, yun ang magiging output natin. Maliwanag? So, after the processing the input data, the computer will give its output. This output can be in two different formats. It can be soft copy or hard copy. When we say soft copy, it is visual or sound. Hindi ito nahawakan, kundi nakikita mo lang ito or di kaya'y naririnig mo lang ito. Kapag sinabi naman nating hard copy, ito yung nahawakan mo, kagaya ng printer, printout. Halimbawa, kung magpapas tayo ng ating mga activities, kung sinabi ni ma'am or sir na soft copy ang pag-send natin ng ating mga output, i-send natin ito via messenger. Kung sinabi naman na hard copy, kailangan natin na magpa-print. Ganyan ang ibig sabihin ng soft copy at hard copy. So, we have different types of output devices. We have LCD monitor, LED monitor, LCD projector, dot matrix printer, laser printer, inkjet printer, thermal printer, speaker, woofer, headset, and earphone. Those are the different types of output devices. So, what is the difference between input and output devices? Input refers to the data or information that is put into a system, while output refers to the process result or information that comes out of a system. Essentially, input is what you put in and output is what you get out. That is the difference between output and input devices. For you to able to understand, I have an example of output and input. For example, as shown in the top half of the picture, a keyboard sends electrical signals which are received as input. Those signals are then interpreted by the computer and displayed on the monitor as text or images. In the lower half of the picture, the computer sends data to a printer. Then, the data is printed onto a piece of paper, which is also considered as output. That is example of input and output devices. That's all my report. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, I'm AKEMIE MATEO, your reporter for the continuation of storage devices under the different types of output devices. And without further ado, let's start. So what is storage devices? Storage devices is a hardware device that stores, exporting, and importing information. It's either temporarily and permanently. We have two types of computer storage, which is the primary and the secondary storage. First, let's talk about the primary storage. Primary storage is the main memory in a computer. It stores data and programs with the help of RAM and ROM that can be accessed directly by the processor. So, when we say processor, also known as CPU or Central Processing Unit, it is the brain of computer that processes and programming instructions, apps, even the overall performance of the device itself. Similarly with people, The brain controls our movements and body functions. And without it, a human being is not stable or work. There are two types of primary storage, the RAM and ROM. The RAM stands for Random Access Memory. It is a data and program that can be written and read. It's also volatile memory that stores data temporarily. On the other hand, ROM or read-only memory is a non-volatile that stores data permanently and is slower than RAM. From the word read-only memory, data from ROM can only be read, not written. For further information, RAM is used in apps and anything in your devices, and ROM stores instructions in the devices that required to start the devices called bootstrap. For example, when we restart an iPad, the screen doesn't appear instantly. Rather, it says hola, hello, mabuhay, and other. Another example is Samsung devices. When we start it, we will see a Samsung logo in the screen, and that is called the bootstrap. And next one is the secondary storage. Mainly, it's not connected in the CPU and non-volatile. It can restore data and software while separated from the computer. An example of this is the flash drives. We also have different types of secondary storage: the magnetic medium, optical medium, and flash memory. Magnetic medium have magnetic patterns or a type coated with magnetic material to represent information. Example of magnetic storage are magnetic disks such as a floppy disk used for offline storage, hard disks, and magnetic tape such as video cassette, audio storage, and we can also see magnetic medium, a black one that we can see at the back of BDO or other swipe cards. The next one is optical medium. It uses reflection of light that read data and uses laser to write the data. The information is held in a disk drive to access it. In our childhood days, we use DVD to watch our favorite movies such as Barbie. And the last one is the flash memory. Flash memory is a solid state and have no moving parts. It uses electronic circuits to store data. For example, is the flash drives and memory card.
So now, I would be discuss about the computer software. What is about computer software? The term computer software describes the set of guidelines, information, or programs needed to run computers and carry out particular tasks. These are necessary for contemporary computer system to operate. The computer software cannot be seen or cannot be touched, unlike hardware. So now, let's move forward to the categories of computer software, which is, we have two, which is the system software and the application software. So what's all about system software? System software is the application that directly controls computer hardware and gives user and another application the fundamental functionality they need to function properly is known as system software. Put another way, system software essentially manage how a computer operates inside as well as how hardware like display, printers, storage, devices, and etc. are controlled. It functions as a sort of interface between user, application, and hardware, facilitating communication between the two systems. Software translates human-readable language like English, Hindi, German, and so on into machine language, and vice versa, while hardware understands machine language such as 1 and 0.
So the next one is the application software. What is all about application software? These softwares that carry out particular tasks for a user referred to as application software. Application software is the type of software that a users interact with directly, exists only to help the user complete specific tasks. Application software includes programs like Microsoft Word and Excel, and well-known web browser like Firefox and Google Chrome. It also includes the category of mobile application, which includes games like Candy Crush, Saga, and communication apps like WhatsApp. Additionally, there are applications that let users engage with business and versions of well-known services like weather or transportation information such as graphics, multimedia, presentation software, desktops, publishing software, the global positioning system. So let's move to the operating system. What is about operating system? An operating system is a type of system software that controls all of the computer devices' resources, serve as a conduit between the software and other computer components or hardware, oversees the computer's general operation and resources, regulates and keeps an eye on the operations of every other program that runs on the computer, including application programs and other system software such as Windows, MacOS, Android, iOS, and so on are example of operating system. So next one is we have the function of operating system. So, what is function of operating system? A function of operating system is between the user and computer hardware. An operating system serves as a communication channel. Its goal is to give user a platform that allows them to run program effectively and conveniently. The software that controls how computer hardware is allocated is called an operating system. To guarantee the proper functioning of the computer system and to stop user program from interfering with it, the hardware coordination needs to be stable. The operating system primary objective is to make the computer environment easier to use. With resource efficiency coming in the second, we shall examine operating system function in detail in this next discussion. So we have letter A, which is the memory management. A memory management in order to guarantee a computer system operate effectively and efficiently of controlling and optimizing the use of computer memory. The operating system normally handles memory management, but programming language and application can also use their own memory management strategies. So letter B, we have resource allocation and sharing. What is about resource allocation and sharing? These are the practice of managing and allocating resources inside a computer system or network to guarantee their effective and efficient usage is referred to as resource allocation and sharing. Granting several users or process access to shared resources such as printers and files. Controlling permission and access restriction to guarantee safe and approved sharing, coordinating the use of resources to avoid these paths and enhance system functionally. So letter C, banking store management. These are the process of controlling and maximizing the use of secondary storage devices in a computer system such as tape drivers, solid-state drivers, and hard disk drivers. Is known as banking store management. Supporting retail management included here the allocating store space to data, application, and files is known as storage allocation. Number 2 is releasing storage space. What is in no longer required is known as storage allocation. Number 3 is storage protection is the process of putting backups, fault, and access control in a place to guarantee data security and integrity. So let us proceed to the letter D, which is the interrupt handling. What is about interrupt handling? The management and response to the interruptions, which are signals to the computer processors that something that happened and has to be addressed right away, is known as interrupt handling. Effective interrupt handling ensures that efficient and timely response to events, proper handling of errors and exception, smooth and uninterrupted system operation, and the last one is optimal system performance and responsiveness. So we have letter E, the process management. This term process management describes the administration of programs of processes that are operating on a computer system. For the system resource to be used effective and efficiently, it entails the creations and scheduling, execution, and termination of processes. Process management is typically handled by the operating system, which provides process management function such as process ID or PID management, process state management, process priority management, process scheduling algorithm, inter-process communication or IPC mechanism. So let's proceed to the file management, letter F. These are the process of arranging, keeping, and accessing files on a computer system is known as file management. In order to provide effective, safe file handling, it entails controlling and creation, modification, deletion, and access of file. File management includes here the file creation, which are the creating new files and assigning names, extension, and attributes. The second one is the file organization, the structuring files into directories, folders, and subfolders. Number 3 is the file storage, storing files on storage device such as hard drivers, solid-state drivers, or cloud storage. So letter G, device management. What is about device management? This is the process of keeping an eye of managing and repairing the devices that are a part of a network or computer system. It entails controlling device security, performance, and configuration to guarantee dependable and effective operation. The device management provides improved device performance and reliability, enhanced security and compliance, simplified device configuration and management, and the last one is increased efficiency and productivity. Letter H is the system management. The system management refers to the process of managing, monitoring, and maintaining a computer system or network to ensure it operates efficiently, effectively, and surely. System management provides improved system reliability and uptime. Second one is the enhanced system security and the compliance. Third is the increased system performance and efficiency. Fourth is simplified system management and maintenance. And the last one, fifth, is the better decision making through real-time monitoring and analysis. The letter I is the secondary storage management. These are the management refers to the process of managing and optimizing the use of secondary storage devices such as hard disk drive, solid-state drives, and tape drives, and other non-volatile storage devices. Second, storage management is the typical handled by operating system or OS, storage management tools, or storage management software, or storage area networks, SANS, and network attached storage devices. So the letter J is the security. The security is the protection of assets, data, and system from unauthorized access, use, disclosure, disruptions, and modification or destruction. This includes measures to prevent and mitigate threats and risks to ensure the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of sensitive information and system. Effective security measures involves a combining of technical, administrative, and physical controls to ensure protections of asset and system. These are the efficient use of storage resources. Second one is the reliable data storage and retrieval. Third is the fast data access and transfer times. And the fourth one is the data security and integrity. So, let's move forward to the command interpretation, which is the letter K. What is the command interpretation? A process of analyzing and understanding the meaning of a command of instruction given to a computer system. It involves translating the command into a format in the computer can execute. Command interpretation typically involves the following steps, which are the lexical analysis. These are the breaking down the command into individual words or tokens. Second one is the syntax analysis, analyzing the structure of the command to ensure it conforms the rules of the command language. Third one is the semantic analysis, interpreting the meaning of the command and identifying the action to be taken in the executing. Fourth one is the execution, executing the command by performing the specific action. So let us proceed to the letter I, which is the networking. What is about networking? It refers to the process of connecting and communicating between devices such as computer, smartphones, and serves to share resources, exchange data, and provide services. Networking involves here the physical connection, establishing a physical link between devices using cables, Wi-Fi, or other wireless technologies. Second one is the data transmission, transmitting data between devices using standardized protocols such as TCP or IP. The third one is the communication, exchanging information and instruction between devices to achieve a common goal, source, sharing, and communication. So we have letter M, which is the job accounting. This refers to the process of tracking, recording, and managing resources used by a computer system or network to perform a specific job or task. Job accounting is commonly used in cloud computing environments. Second one is the high performance computing. Third one is the data centers. Fourth is the managed service provider environments. Fifth is the enterprise environment, and the sixth one is the virtual private network. So, the last one is the letter N, the communication management. These are the message creation, like crafting and developing message to convey information, ideas or instruction. The second one is the message transmission, the sending message to various channels such as email, phone, or in-person communication. Third is the message reception. These are the receiving and interpreting message, including the feedback and response. The fourth is the channel, which is the channel management. These are the selecting and managing communication channel to ensure effective message transmission. And the fifth is the audience analysis. These are the understanding the needs, preferences, and characteristics of the target audience. And the sixth one is the feedback management, monitoring, and responding to the feedback to ensure effective communication. Thank you.
Good day everyone, I'm SHAINA and I will discuss the types of operating system. A batch operating system is a type of operating system where jobs are processed in batches. Users submit their jobs to the operating system and the operating system processes the jobs sequentially. Users submit their jobs to the operating system. The operating system then organizes this job into batches and processes them sequentially. The CPU is responsible for carrying out the actual processing of each batch. This is a sequential process, meaning one batch is fully processed before the next one begins. The advantage of this batch operating system is efficiency. Both processing is efficient for tasks that can be processed independently without needing immediate user input. resource utilization. It makes good use of system resources by processing multiple tasks in continuous flow. A multitasking time-sharing operating system allows multiple users to use a computer simultaneously. It achieves this by dividing the processor time among the users, giving the illusion that each user has their own dedicated computer. This is especially useful in environments like offices or schools where many people need to use a computer at the same time. In a multitasking time-sharing operating system, multiple users can utilize a single computer. Concurrently, the operating system achieves this by dividing the CPUs, the time among the user, creating the illusion that each user has their own dedicated computer. This allows for the simultaneous new execution of applications like word processing, web browsing, and printing. Time sharing ensures that fast response times to user requests even when multiple users are actively using the system. A real-time operating system is designed to respond to events within a defined time constraint. This is crucial for applications where delays can have serious consequences, such as industrial control systems, medical devices, and automotive systems. R2OS typically feature high priority scheduling and low latency. User: this is the person interacting with the system. They use the system to perform tasks and achieve specific goals. Application programs: this is the software program that the user interacts with directly. It provides the user interface and functionality for the specific task that user wants to perform. Real-time operating system: this is the core of the system. It manages the computer resources like memory, CPU, and peripherals, and ensures that the system responds to events in a timely manner. Hardware: this refers to the physical components of the computer system, including the CPU, memory, storage devices, and input-output devices. A distributed operating system is a system software over a collection of independent software, network, communicating, and physically separate computational nodes. They handle jobs which are services by multiple CPUs. Each individual node has a specific software subset of the global aggregate operating system. Each subset is a composite of two distinct services provisioners. The first is a ubiquitous minimal kernel or microkernel and directly controls the node's hardware. Second is a higher-level collection of system management components that coordinate the node's individual and collaborative activities. These components abstract microkernel functions and support user application. The microkernel and the management components collectively work together to support the system goal of integrating multiple resources and processing functionality into an efficient, stable system. A network operating system is a software program that manages and controls a network of computers. It acts as a central management system, enabling computers to communicate and share resources like files, printers, and internet access. Instead of running an individual computer, an NOS runs on a dedicated server, making it the central hub for network operation. The network operating systems are responsible for managing various network activities, creating and managing user accounts, controlling access to resources such as files and printers, and facilitating communication between devices. NOS also monitors network performance, addresses issues, and manages resources and secure operation of the network. Mobile operating systems are distinct from desktop operating systems because they are designed for devices with more limited resources such as smaller screens, lower processing power, and less storage. They need to be lightweight, fast, and efficient in battery usage. The primary role of mobile OS is to enable the execution of various applications and programs. It achieves this by providing a platform where these apps can run. This is their example: iOS, Apple. Renowned for its user-friendly interface, security features, and tight integration with Apple's ecosystem. BlackBerry OS, once popular for its secure messaging capabilities, and it has declined in usage. WebOS, originally developed for smartphones, it now used in some smart TVs and other devices. WatchOS, Apple, specifically designed for Apple Watch and other wearable devices. Each mobile OS has its unique strength and caters to different user preferences. Indeed, the mobile OS is the brain of mobile devices, controlling every aspect of their operation and enabling users to access various applications and services. It's the foundation for the entire mobile experience. This is the example of operating system. The Unix operating system was indeed born at Bell Labs in the late 1960s, specifically 1969. It was initially developed by Ken Thompson and Dennis Ritchie. Early days, the 1970s saw Unix gaining traction in the realm of high-performance computing, primarily used by researchers and scientists due to its power and efficiency. It wasn't widely available to the general public as a computer were expensive and complex at the real time. Rise of Internet, the 1980s, 80s, and 1990s marked a significant shift. As the Internet began to flourish, Unix became the go-to operating system for servers hosting web services. Its ability to handle multiple users, manage a large amount of data, and provide reliable service made it ideal for the demands of the growing Internet. The Macintosh OS Mac OS is a powerful and sophisticated operating system that has played a significant role in the history of personal computing. Its user-friendly interface, robust security, and seamless integration with the Apple ecosystem have made it a popular choice for millions of users worldwide. Its continuous evolution ensures it remains a leading operating system in the modern computing landscape. The Mac OS or graphical user interface utilizes icons, buttons, and pointing cursor. Instead of typing commands, you can click on icons and buttons using the mouse to perform tasks. This is known as a point-click interface. The Microsoft DOS operating system. Hindi tulad ng mga modernong operating system na may graphical user interface, ang Microsoft DOS operating system ay gumagamit ng command line. Kailangan mong mag-type ng mga tiyak na utos gaya ng dir para makita ang mga files sa isang directory, copy para kopyahin ang mga files, at format para i-format ang isang disk upang may sagawa ang gawain. Noong dekada 1980, ang MS-DOS ang naging standard na operating system para sa karamihan ng mga personal computer. Ito ay dahil sa affordability at compatibility nito sa iba't ibang hardware. Ang paglitaw ng GUI-based na operating system tulad ng Windows ay tuting nagpababa ng popularidad ng MS-DOS, ngunit nananatili itong mahalaga sa kasaysayan ng computing dahil sa malaking papel nito sa pagpapalaganap ng personal computers. Ang MS-DOS ay isang makasaysayang operating system na nagmarka sa isang mahalagang dito sa pag-unlad ng personal computing. Microsoft Windows Operating System. Sa una, ang Windows ay hindi isang buong operating system tulad ng MS-DOS. Ito ay isang add-on o karagdagan sa MS-DOS na nagbigay ng isang GUI. Ang MS-DOS pa rin ang pangunahing operating system na nagpatakbo ng computer, habang ang Windows ay nagbibigay ng isang mas visual at user-friendly na paraan na pakikipugnayan sa isang computer. Noong dekada 1980, lumaki ang interes sa GUI na nagbigay ng mas madaling gamitin sa paraan ng pakikipag-ugnayan sa computer kumpara sa command line interface ng MS-DOS. Ang paglabas ng Windows ay ang tugon ng Microsoft sa trend na ito sa mga sumunod na bersyon. Ang Windows ay unti-unting naging isang buong operating system na pinapalitan ang MS-DOS bilang pangunahing operating system. Ang mga modernong bersyon ng Windows ay ganap na GUI-based na operating system. Ang unang bersyon ng Windows ay isang mahalagang hakbang sa paglipat mula sa command line interface tungo sa GUI-based na operating system. Linux operating system is a free open-source operating system based on Unix, originally created by Linus Torvalds. Its open-source nature has fueled its growth and its use in many devices, powering various distributions like Ubuntu, Debian, Red Hat, Fedora, Chrome OS, and Android. Ang pinakamahalagang katangian ng Linux ay ang pagiging open source nito. Ibig sabihin, ang source code nito ay available sa publiko, kaya't maaaring tingnan, kopyahin, baguhin at ipamahagi ng simulan ng libre. Ito ay naiiba sa proprietary na operating system, tulad ng Windows kung saan ang source code ay hindi available sa publiko. Ang Linux ay batay sa prinsipyo ng Unix operating system, kaya't nagtataglay ito ng maraming katangian ng Unix tulad ng multitasking at multi-user compatibilities. Ang Linux ay isang matagumpay na open source na operating system na nagbibigay ng isang libre at flexible na alternatibo sa mga komersyal na operating system. Utility programs are small, powerful tools that help maintain a computer system. They perform specific tasks like file management, troubleshooting, and providing system information. Examples include copying, pasting, deleting files, disk fragmentation, and disk cleanup. Device drivers are programs enabling communication between devices and a computer. They load into memory on startup, and new drivers are needed for new devices.
I'll be presenting a comprehensive report on various software applications. This report aims to provide an overview of the type of the set software application and capabilities of software application. By the end of this presentation, you have a better understanding of the software application that can help you to work more efficiently, effectiveness, and productively. So, let's get started. Application software. It is a type of software that performs tasks to directly benefit or assist the user. It is installed on the top of an operating system such as MS Windows. Type of application software. A is proprietary application software or customized software. It is a software designed for a particular customer. In this case, we need to hire a computer programmer or a software creator to develop software for a customer. Example, a company hire a programmer to create software for their unique. B is package software. It is the kind needs of off-the-shelf application software program developed for self to the general public. It can be for case program, leased or rented from a vendor that develop program or group of program that has been developed by a vendor and is available for purchase in a prepackaged form. Example is Microsoft Office and Adobe Photoshop. Example of application software. One is word processing software. Use this kind of tool to create worksheet, type letter, type paper. Word processing software refer to computer program designed for creating, editing, and formatting written documents. The following example are MS Word, Word Perfect, MS Works, and Apple Works. The second example are desktop publishing software. Use this kind of software to make sign, banners, creating card, illustrative worksheet, newspaper. Desktop publishing software enables user to design, layout, and print professional-looking documents. The following example are Adobe PageMaker, MS Word, MS Publisher, Apple Works, MS Works, and Quark Express. The third example are spreadsheet software. Use this kind of tools to compute number, extensive problems such as budgeting, forecasting, and will plot nice graph very easily and enables user to store, organize, and analyze data in a tabular format, making it powerful tools for various applications. The following example are MS Excel, Quattro Pro, Lotus 123 Microworks, and Apple Works. The fourth example are database software. Use this software to store data such as address, membership, and other text information. A database can be used to easily sort and organize records, and also known as database management system or DBMS, is designed to store, manage, and retrieve data in a structured and controlled manner. The following examples are MS Access, FileMaker Pro, Apple Works, and MS Works. The fifth example is presentation software. Use this software to create multimedia stack of card screen that can effectively present a lesson or a sales pitch. The user often click on buttons to advance to the next screen in a sequence and use to create and display engaging, typically including text, image, audio, and videos. It helps user convey information, share ideas, and tell a story in a visually appealing way. The following examples are MS PowerPoint, Apple Works or Slideshow, Hyper Studio, Flash Director, HyperCard, Digital Trisel, Supercard, and Corel Envoy. The sixth example is Internet Browser. This software allows one to surf the web. Then they can read email and create web page too. Also known as a web browser, is a software application that enables user to access and view website on the internet. The following example are Netscape, Navigator, MS Internet Explorer, AOL Browser, Google Chrome, Mozilla's Firefox, Opera Web Browser, and Safari Web Browser. Seventh example is email programs. These programs send and receive email, also known as an email client or email application. Is a software application that enables user to send, receive, and manage email messenger. The following examples are Netscape Messenger, MS Outlook Express, MS Outlook, Eudora, and AOL Browser. The eighth example is graphic program or pixel-based. This software allows one to touch up photographs and create graphic from scratch, and also known as raster graphic editor. Our software application used to create, edit, and manipulate pixel-based image. The following examples are Adobe Photoshop, PaintShop Pro, Apple Works, MS Paint comes free on Windows PCs and printer. Graphic program or vector-based, this software creates graphics that are similar to illustrations or cartoons drawing and used to create, edits, and manipulate vector-based image, which are composed of lines, curve, and shape defined by mathematics equation. The following examples are Adobe Illustrator, Corel Draw, Apple Works, MS Works, and MS Word. Communication software. This software allows two computers with modern to communicate through audio, video, and or chat-based means, and enables user to exchange information, ideas, and messages with other through various channels, including the text, voice, and video. The following examples are MSNet Meeting, AOL Instant Messenger, IRC, ICQ, and CU. The next topic is capabilities of software. A is object linking and embedding or OLE. It's allow information to share between application or a spreadsheet created in Excel can be imported into Words. Example is a spreadsheet created in Excel can be imported into Words. A graphic created in Adobe Illustrator can be linked to a document in InDesign. The last example is a table created in Words can be linked to a presentation in PowerPoint. B is portability of data. People who have different types of computer with different operating system and application often needs to transfer files and program among their computer. Files transfer protocol allows files to be transferred over the internet among different type of computer. The example of portability of data are FTP or Files Transfer Protocol allows files to be transferred over the internet among different type of computer. Second is cloud storage services like Google Drive, Dropbox or OneDrive allows files to be accessed and shared across different device and platform. Third is portable documents format like PDF allows files to be shared and viewed across different devices and platform. Last but not the least is upgradability. Software upgrades can be provide new and useful features, but they can be also cause problem, such as document may not be compatible version. Word 6 files can be read in Words 97, but a Words 97 files cannot be read in Word 6. Data formatting may be lost if a Words 97 documents is saved to a Word 6 format because Word 97 contains new features that Word 6 does not have. Upgraded software frequently required more memory, more disk space, and faster processes, so hardware need to be upgraded. And that's all. Thank you.
Let's proceed to the humanware. Humanware refers to the combination of human skills, knowledge, and abilities that are used to design, develop, and implement technology systems. It encompasses the social, cultural, psychological aspect of technology development and use. Humanware involves considering the human factors that affects the design, use, and impact of technology. The term humanware was coined to emphasize the importance of considering human factors in technology development. And alongside with it is the hardware and the software. So we have different types of humanware. The first one is the computer engineers. Computer engineers they are engaged in software design and application to address the needs of a particular industry or sector. They are also primarily responsible for the update in the software as well as providing additional customization of current software to ensure the system's functionality. Next is the software engineers. Software engineers are primarily responsible for the design and development of the software of computers as well as its testing and evaluation. Information technology specialists. These are tasked to plan and coordinate the installation, operation, troubleshooting, and maintenance of the computer's software and hardware systems. Website designers, on the other hand, are engaged in the construction of navigation scheme of a website. Computer technicians are in charge with the repair and maintenance of computers and its servers and networks. They also build or configure new hardware as well as installing and bringing up to date the software. And computer operator are responsible for monitoring and controlling the computer system, especially in mainframe computer system in a company or organization. System analysis. System analysis, on the other hand, are solve problems related to the computer technology and increase computer productivity. Project manager. The project manager are the person who has the overall responsibility for the successful initiation, planning, design, execution, monitoring, controlling, and closure of a project. Next is the programmer. Programmer is referred to a specialist in one area of computer programming or to a generalist who writes code for many kinds of software. So, database administrator. Database administrator are responsible for the performance monitoring, security, integrity, troubleshooting, as well as the backup and data recovery of a database. The next is the server administrator. Server administrator has the overall of a server. This is usually in the context of business organization, wherein the server administrator oversees the performance and condition of multiple servers in the business. Or it can be in the context of a single person running a game server.